So boom, what's up, Air Force? Because I forgot to do it, because I don't really know if this is gonna, I look so hit right now. Disregard, we're just gonna disregard that, right? Because this was not planned. This was very much so not planned. anyways, I don't know if this is gonna turn into a full righteous rambling episode, because it was just like a brief thought, like something that just hit my spirit, and I was just like, was that a revelation? Because I feel like I haven't had one of those moments since the first righteous rambling episode. Really slick, I think. But so I was watching this testimony earlier, right? It was a hell testimony. I'll link it below, or I'll put a card, whichever one. And so the guy in the video, he had said, he brought up how, I'm all out the camera. He had brought up how you're assigned an agent from birth, right? Like a demonic spirit that watches your every move, that knows like every single thing that you do, woo woo woo, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, because you know, I be having like conversations in my mind, right? So when I had that thought, I was like, yeah, like I have heard that before, so that sounds valid, that sounds like, you know, legit, whatever. And then I also was like, but you know, the devil, he's not creative, like he can't create anything, right? And so as I had that thought, I was like, wait a minute, because you know how in the movies and stuff, they be like, you know, you have the good angel on one side, you have the bad angel or the devil on the other side, right? And I was like, wait a minute, if the devil can't create nothing, them putting, like, because really overall in general, what I'm thinking is like every single thing that is thought of that could potentially be created or that has seen the face of this earth, every single thing that exists, every single thing that we can think, even if it doesn't exist, if we can think it, right, it has to have already been thought of by the creator, because he is the creator of all, right? So every single thing that we can think of, whether, you know, something good and of God or something demonic or from Satan, what if we can think about it, it can be created, or it can happen, right? Or it can exist if it doesn't already. So I'm like, does that mean that, like, does that prove basically what the man was talking about, how we're assigned, you know, the demons and the angels? Well, I guess, I don't know if it's multiple, one demon, one angel, you know what I mean? The ones that we're assigned to, does that prove that? Just by, even if you want to look at the show, the movie, whatever, as fictional, right? Does that prove that to be a fact? Because keep in mind, the devil can't create nothing. So is that like a way that he perverted it and made it, or tried to like dilute it or whatever by bringing it into, you know, movies and things like that in a fictional way, but it's also like a real thing? Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm sitting there thinking like, wait a minute, because if he can't create nothing, that means everything that we see and know to exist really exists for real. Like, it's really like real, whether people want to do it in a way that seems fictional or whatever. It's like that stuff is really real. Does that make sense? Am I making sense right now? Because I feel like me saying it, I always feel like me saying it don't sound as deep, but it's like, if you think about that, like, there's not nothing we can think of to create or that exists or even doesn't exist. There's nothing we can think of that hasn't already been thought of. You know what I mean? Is that a revelation? I was just like, because the enemy, he really be giving himself away for real, for real. Like, he do not be slick. But I feel like when you hide stuff in plain sight, that's how you trick people. Like, that's how deception is so what's the word, effective, because it's hidden in plain sight. Why would you, if you try to hide it, that's more obvious that the thing is a threat or is possibly true, or whatever the case, whatever you want to say to like justify it or whatever. But it's just like, I think I'm onto something with this one. I'm just like, that don't sound far-fetched to me. Let me know if that sounds far-fetched to y'all. But I'm just like, wow, like, we really can't, like, nothing and nobody is original. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Let me know if that's hitting y'all like how it's hitting me in that moment, because I was just like, that is really so crazy. Because if he can't do nothing original, that means the things that he's doing or using already exist. Whether he wants to pervert it, well, I mean, that's all he can do really is pervert it, because nothing he does is like innocent or good, right? But it's just like the things that are put before our eyes, like nothing that we see is like make-believe for real. You know what I mean? Even if it's like a diluted version of something. That's crazy to think about. And I'm trying not to like super think about it, because I'm driving and I'm also trying to like record this at the same time. So I'm like trying not to get like super deep into my thoughts with that, to like try to like make it applicable to different instances or whatever. But just thinking of it, like, for example, because I'm really just trying to drag this out right now just to make like 10 minutes, because it's already at 7 minutes. And I feel like 10 minutes is a good enough solid video. So I'm trying to drag this out to be at least 10 minutes so that this actually can be a video. Because I wasn't sure if it was going to make it past 2 minutes at first. But who am I kidding? Because this is righteous rambling, and you know your girl be rambling. So anyways, yeah. So if we apply it to this one particular situation, right? Let's just say, even with the movies.
Darling, hold that mortal's thread of life good and tight.
The original example that I gave, right, with the movies, how they have the good angel on the shoulder, the devil on the other shoulder, right? It's like, it was made in, let's just use a cartoon for example, because obviously cartoons aren't real people, even though the voice actors are real people. You know, the voices behind the characters is real, right? But when you put something in a cartoon, that makes it look like play, like make-believe, right? Hold on. So it's like your mind is already set to think, to not take the cartoon seriously, because it's already not real life, because it's a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? So when you add these fictional characters in there, it's like, that's
in
a cute
1 mile, turn left onto Barrett Lakes Boulevard Northwest.
It's like, that's a cute little idea, like something to play around with. Like, you might think about it and be like, like, that'd be kind of crazy if that was to actually be real or whatever. But you don't really like take it like seriously for real. You just be like, oh, that's funny, that's cute, whatever. But you just brush it off, right? And I just feel like that's one of the enemy's tactics, is like, he tried to make things seem cute and sweet and innocent and play and fake and make believe and not really that serious. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he dilute everything so that, and then he, like I was saying, I feel like I said this in a previous video, but he dilutes it so that he's able to gradually amp it up, turn it up a notch or 10, right? Because you notice how things are progressively becoming more demonic and things like that. So like, because I feel like back in the day, things were demonic, but they were like less, it was like less dramatic, or less, what is the word, less, I can't think of the word right now, but things just
Go
weren't,
past this light, then at the next one, turn left.
things just weren't as like potent. That's really not the word that I want to use, y'all. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But basically, I'm just like, wow. Like, the enemy will literally take something that already exists and be like, how do I put this in front of their face and make them think it's far-fetched or it's crazy or that it couldn't really actually exist? Like, how can I use this thing that I already know is real? How can I put it before them to expose them to it enough to where they get familiar with the idea, but not enough to the point where they actually start to think that this could be a reality? You know what I mean? I don't know. But let me know. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this topic or this revelation or this conversation, whatever. The floor is open because I need answers. I need commentary, because I feel like stuff like this.
At the light, turn left onto Barrett Lakes Boulevard Northwest, then turn right.
These are the type of conversations that I'd be liking to have, because it just be like, you know how you be thinking stuff and you don't really know for real if somebody else is right here with you or not. So it's like you either don't be wanting to say it, or when you do say it and you find somebody that's just as unhinged as you or you find somebody that just like on the same path as you, or like have the same thought process as you or whatever, and y'all like get to going back and forth and like, be like, oh my gosh, like I be thinking about that too, or oh my gosh, like, you know what I mean? I feel like this is one of those conversations. But yeah, I'm just like, wow, that's really crazy, because it's really something that you wouldn't think would be real. But it's like, once you start putting two and two together, the math be mathing, and you be like, I'm not quite sure if I want this math to math the way that it's mathing, but it is. And I just want to know, well, really, I don't think I'm crazy for real. If you don't believe me, you just don't believe me. Or if you don't feel the same way, you just don't feel the same way. I don't really care. But I'm just very curious to know, do anybody else think or feel the same? Like, OMG, that is really so crazy. But yeah, I think that's the end of this righteous rambling. If I have anything else to say about this particular situation, I will come back and add I will come back and add more clips to it. But yeah, I just had to.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Goodness gracious. I just had to come on here and just say what I needed to say now, because I'm gonna pick up my dog. Y'all don't know about her yet. Should I edit that out? We'll see. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share if you feel like it. And I will see y'all in my next video. Make sure y'all comment some suggestions, some things that y'all want to see from me or hear from me. Make sure y'all be blessed. Go do a good deed. Make sure Christ is at the center of your life and that your life bears fruit. That you are a witness of Jesus Christ. That you have a relationship with Jesus Christ. If you fall short, just pick yourself right back up. And yeah, just never stay down. I love y'all. Y'all be holy. I'll see y'all next time. Remember how I told y'all I was gonna come back if I had something else to add? I just want to make sure. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the part where I was explaining everything or put this in at the end. We'll see. But I just want to make sure I said this to clarify in case y'all was confused earlier, if y'all didn't catch the revelation earlier. But basically what I was trying to say was, and so the audio was messed up in that last clip, but basically what I was trying to say was, since the devil can't create anything, that would mean he has to use what already exists, right? And that's why it hit me so hard, because it's like, if he has to use what already exists, that means that the things that we see aren't made up or aren't made believe or aren't things that we could just think of in our mind just like randomly. You know what I mean? Like with him specifically, like he can't just make something be, because he's not the creator. He's not a creator. He's not creative. He's not original. He can't be original. So he has to use what already exists, right? So based off of that thought, what I was thinking to myself was like, man, so does that mean like everything that we can think of already, if it doesn't already exist, it has the potential to exist if we can think it? You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope I did what I'm thinking in my mind justice out loud, because yeah, but that's basically the gist of what I was trying to say.